quick announcement before this video. I will be uploading again next weekend because I'm starting college this week, and most likely I'm going to be actually doing a new intro. So I do have a few reviews. Some guys actually sent comments that I'm going to make videos of. I will do that next week, this weekend, I really promise. So let's get into the video. Hey, what is happening, guys? This is the H8 coming at you with another video. So today we actually have a little bit of collab happening over here. So it's just basically me and the boy Waruboi. We're going to be giving our general ideas and our favorite moments actually of Kingdom Hearts Remind. Now, if you haven't played Kingdom Hearts 3 Remind, of course, spoilers over here. And yeah, honestly, we're just gonna talk about our favorite parts. I'll let him talk about his favorite parts and my favorite parts. Then we'll see how things go from there. And yeah, so without further ado, let's just dive straight into it. Waruboi.
What's up, guys? It's your boy Waru. I would like to thank Lightning once again for another collab. I can't wait to talk about my favorite moments from Remind, because even though it wasn't a official game, it was DLC, it still has a lot of stuff that I really enjoyed and stuff that builds up to the future of the series. The first highlight that I want to bring up is more of a sequence, but it's everyone versus the Xehanort replicas. Now, this fight scene was awesome because of two reasons. One, because of the banter, and two, everyone working together against these Xehanort replicas. One thing I liked about Remind is that it gave a lot of the characters who weren't Sora or Riku some more screen time, which is good because I have a feeling that in the future, when we get more new characters, a lot of old characters aren't going to get that much spotlight anymore, such as Roxas, Xion, Terra, Aqua, and basically any other character that was introduced in the Darkseeker saga. So basically, what I'm trying to say is, Kingdom Hearts will soon have the Dragon Ball Z effect, but that's another discussion for another time. Now, when it comes to the character interactions, they're really small, but I really like them. Like, for example, Aqua interacting with Lee, where he's just having fun, and she just tells him to stop goofing around and take it seriously. Also, Roxas and Ventus actually talking to each other instead of just seeing each other for like 2 seconds. I hope we get more small stuff like that in the future. Also, technically with this sequence, you play as everyone. It's not with the traditional gameplay that we're all used to, but I really like it. And if it's used to give smaller characters more screen time and gameplay, then I wouldn't mind if this happened more in the future.
I really love the fact that you could actually travel through Scala Artkylum, because there was so much of great stuff over here. There was treasure chests, there was explorable stuff, you can climb buildings, you can fly around by the windmills, you can do so much within Scala Artkylum that honestly it was pretty fun. I had fun exploring this place. I still need to find all the treasure chests because that is hard to do. But honestly, just seeing the different stuff that are written within the Kingdom Hearts language, the different posters, everything looks amazing. That's even a callback to the orchestra, maybe, I don't know. But yeah, it's very interesting to see the great stuff that actually are within Scala Artkylum. It's a great place to explore, so fun to actually see such a grand new environment, and it's so vibrant with color. Yeah, and we don't know what secrets are hidden. I can't wait to see what comes out in the next months regarding people who are actually theorizing of stuff that are in this place. Like, we got the underground waterway, which is a nice callback to the Hollow Bastion back in KH1. I always felt that it was a throwback to that because these halls reminded me of that for some reason. Maybe it's just me. But let me know what you guys actually find within Scala Artkylum, because there's so much secrets that could be in it that we have no idea that's there. Maybe stuff hinting towards future Kingdom Hearts games. Maybe for Dark Road, for that for the Xehanort mobile game and all of that stuff. Maybe even for your Zora and maybe future Kingdom Hearts titles. Who knows what's left in Scala Artkylum.
The next moment I want to talk about is young Xehanort's interaction with the Master of Masters. Now, this one, when I first saw it, caught me off guard, and when it was announced that young Xehanort was going to have his own game, and it was revealed to be called Kingdom Hearts Dark Road, I kind of saw this scene, and I'm like, okay, I get why it's in Remind. Even before the announcement of Dark Road, I really enjoyed this moment. It just came out of nowhere at the beginning of Remind. Even though I like this scene, I like it a bit more because of what it means for the Xehanort game, which I hope is pretty cool because it has a lot of potential. So during their conversation, Xehanort mentioned that he's seen darkness in the world and he wants to change it. He believes that to fight the darkness, he needs to gain more power, and funny enough, the Master of Masters is like, alright, you don't need that coat anymore. And years later, old Xehanort really doesn't need it. This scene does add a lot more context on Xehanort's character and what he did in Birth by Sleep and KH3. He screwed over a lot of people like Ventus, Terra, Aqua, Kairi, but in his mind, he believed that it was for the greater good. It got me to think a lot more about what he said to Sora after he defeated him in base Kingdom Hearts 3, where Xehanort tells him that he did all of this for the greater good. He wanted to cover all of the world in darkness and destroy them so that a new light could come out of it. Saying it does really sound weird, but that is what he wanted to do. Also, Dark Road, please be good.
Now, my personal favorite character to play as was Roxas, which was very surprising. I thought that he wouldn't be my necessary favorite, but it was pretty fun. I think out of all the playable characters, Roxas is my favorite, and this battle is, I wouldn't say my favorite, but it is fun playing as Roxas. Especially, you know, with all the dodging and the blocking and the dual wielding. There's so much of stuff that you get to do as Roxas that you can't really do as Sora. You can do it as him when you get the Oathkeeper and Oblivion when it goes to double form. But honestly, I really just like the gameplay of Roxas the most out of everyone. The one complaint I did have about Remind was the fact you'd have to play the whole segment again, you know, the whole final battle again. But the fact you could do it from different people's perspectives was pretty cool. The Roxas one I think was the best one because, you know, you get to play as Roxas, and you know, the interactions and everything was pretty fun. It's just fun all around to actually do this battle as Roxas. I really loved it, and of course I love the other promise. It's my favorite Kingdom Hearts OST of all time.
Good. Now, the final moments that I want to bring up are kind of cheating, but they're all related to the secret episode. These moments take place before and after the fight. So starting with before, we see Sora and Yozora meeting each other for the first time, which is pretty cool. When Yozora was first revealed in the final Remind trailer, people speculated on who he could be and what he could do with Sora in the main story. I didn't expect them to fight. I expected that to happen in the next title or a fight with Riku, but no, Yozora and Sora actually have a fight in Remind. Before the fight even happens though, Sora tells Yozora that a nameless star talked to him about who Yozora was, and a lot of people speculate that the nameless star could actually be that girl in the Verum Rex Toy Box trailer. Since Yozora is based off of Noctis, many people think that the girl could actually be based off of Stella, who was turned into Lunafreya in Final Fantasy XV. Thinking about it doesn't actually sound that crazy, since we are getting a lot of Versus 13 elements in Kingdom Hearts, especially with the two endings, which I'll get into a bit later. Before the two actually fight, Yozora tells Sora that them both meeting is destiny, and that he's gonna try to save him. And even with the two endings, I still don't understand what he means by he's gonna try to save Sora. We will get more context in a future title, but what if he is trying to save Sora, but it's actually a different Sora from the one that we know? That would be pretty insane. Now on to the two endings. I want to start with the alternate ending first because it kind of gives me Final Fantasy 15 vibes. So in the alternate ending, Sora has to get bodied by Yozora, which is not hard to do. Then Sora gets crystallized and Yozora's like, I'm gonna save you, Sora. And I'm just like, you crystallized him. How are you gonna save him? Yozora then gets transported into the final world, which is Sora's version of it, and then he ends up in a car, and it looks like he is in a world where it's based off of Versus 13, and it's something that's actually real. Thinking about it more, it's probably a limousine. The true ending is a bit different though, because no one gets crystallized this time. So after Sora defeats Yozora, Yozora's like, my time isn't here, it's in the next title. And then Sora appears in the final world, which is a pretty cool parallel to the alternate ending with Yozora. Yozora then wakes up in the car, and his driver actually talked to him this time. There's been some speculation that the driver is actually Luxord, which would be pretty insane. It's Luxord, not Luxord. I had to get used to that. If this theory ends up happening, then it means that Luxord is from a different world, or I guess a world line. It would also add some more backstory to his character, and I like him enough, but this would make him a lot more interesting and cool. It would also make him a lot more relevant in the story, because he did have some interesting scenes of Remind, but if this theory actually has some credibility to it and ends up happening, then he's going to be a lot more important later on in the story, and it's going to be pretty awesome. One more thing I do want to bring up is that in both of the endings, Sora and Yozora say that what's going on doesn't make sense to them. That's how I feel about the story of Kingdom Hearts. Alright guys, I'm done listing my favorite moments from Remind. What I'm saying is really repetitive, but it does set up the future in a really cool way. Since we basically have Noctis in Kingdom Hearts, what if we have different versions of Ignis, Gladiolus, or Prompto? Prompto especially needs some love. He wasn't in the wallpaper for the mobile MMO Final Fantasy game. I hope you guys enjoyed this collab. This is Waru signing out. Yeet!
Thank you, Waruboi, for that. And my final favorite moment, of course, was the Yazora fight. And no, not this one, but hey, whatever. What can you do when you lose footage? But honestly, I was gonna say the Yazora fight, but that kind of connects to Waruboi's favorite moments. And I really don't want to duplicate stuff within videos that are very opinionated, even though yes, we all have the same opinions at times. So I will change my answer to what was my second favorite besides that, and that was the damn organization data battles. God, this stuff was amazing. The soundtrack was amazing. The reason for you doing this was amazing because it connects the story for finding Sora. My favorite fight was definitely the Shion fight. So much great stuff happened here. I think the hardest fight for me was the Xemnas fight, surprisingly. The Shion fight itself was fun for me. It was fun more than challenging, which I loved. I really loved that. Honestly speaking, the fact that they made it canon for the Kingdom Hearts lore, and they did something way different because, you know, they made it, oh, you have to do it in order to continue to get the secret episode. I love that because Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix, it was just there for you to do in Cavern of Remembrance. We didn't even know what the Cavern of Remembrance is. But this we actually get an idea. It's Sid playing as Sora. Oh my god, that means we are playing as Sid because Sid is playing as Sora. God damn it, Nomura. So yes, basically, it's amazing what the limit cut has done. It's hard. It is hard. Definitely. It'll push you to your limits. It'll push you to your limits. You need to know what's happening in the battle. You're gonna die. You are gonna die within at least 3 times per boss. Or maybe you'll be lucky like both me and PlayStation, who finished lock scene within the first turn, maybe. But yeah, other than that, you will die a couple times. So save your money, save all your stuff, get this. It's fun because it adds challenge. Heck, I finished everything and I feel like going back and fighting the data bosses again because why not? Yeah, so basically it was just amazing. I loved every second about it. A huge shout out to Waruboi for actually joining me on this video collab. It was fun working with him yet again because we did a prediction video as well as our favorite moments, which is right now. So yeah, you guys should definitely go subscribe to him. Amazing content, Kingdom Hearts, Final Fantasy and all that good jazz. But first off, I want to ask you guys, what was your favorite moment within the Remind DLC? Let me know in the comment section down below. Anyway guys, that is it for this video. Please leave a like, helps me a lot. Comment down in the comment section down below what you guys think. Share with friends because sharing is caring. And most importantly, this is the Lightning H8. Blaze out.